Hey world. All right. So let's kick it a little bit about asthma, allergies, and home remedies. I guess you could call it that. All right. So for me, right, not a doctor, not a physician. You should always consult with your physician or your ENT doctor. But I'm just saying for me, right, how I managed mine. Because always from a little girl, I've always had not really like a runny nose, but like a snotty nose, right? I've always had like a snotty nose. So, and I would always like cough up mucus, right? So, because we live in New York, right? Because we live in New York, I'm like, it's the cold, the change of seasons. But as you become older, it just never went away. And I'm like, I've had this my entire life, right? So even people that were around me would be like, "You have allergies," and I'm like, "No, I don't." And they're like, "You do." They're like, "We've watched you, Flossie. We've been around you all year. You're always coughing and spitting, you know." So okay. So now, fast forward, I get, a little bit of age on me, and I'm like, I do have allergies because I'm like, my nose, then it got to the point where my nose started running, or sometimes it gets clogged. So when I sleep, it's like I'm mouth breathing, right? So I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So what I did was I went to Dollar Tree and I seen they had like this nasal spray because one day I had like a really, really bad stuffy nose. So I'm in Dollar Tree anyways, right? Boom, picking up a few things and I get the spray, I spray it in my nose. Boom, it clears my nasal passage. It clears it. So I'm like, okay. So I was really relying on that for a while. But let me tell you the symptoms, like down in my chest, right? Like I could feel it. It didn't feel itchy, but it always felt like really, really tickly, irritating, a tickly, irritating feeling. So one day I just got so, I was laying on the couch over here. Sometimes I let the TV play, but I don't listen to it, right? But so, and I'm just laying there and I'm blowing, right? It's embarrassed to say, right? But I even had like a spit bag. So what I would do is I would put paper towel inside of a sandwich bag because I was spitting so much. I would have to spit in the bag. I got tired of getting up to spit because it was a lot. Like sometimes even coming home from work, driving home, right? Let me tell you, I'm spitting for like an hour to clear my lungs, right? Okay. So now I just got so tired one day. I said, I just can't. I can't no more. So let me tell you what I did. I said, I know that the human body is compatible with salt, right? So I said, Flossie, we're going to rinse with salt, we're going to gargle with salt, and we're going to rinse our nose with salt. So what I did was, boom, I went to Dollar Tree and I had got this for the nasal rinse, right? Boom, it tells you on the back. If I could put it in there a little bit more, right? I don't know. Yeah, it's probably because like how it's reading it, but for adults or kids, it has an adapter, right? So I had got this, right? It says well led nasal wash bottle, right? As an adult tip, a child tip, and the bottle is a 300 milliliter bottle, and at the bottom there's a water control, right? Inside of it, it gives you a few salt packages. You're not going to want to use table salt for that. Absolutely not. You'll be sent into the emergency room at that time. But it comes with a few salt packages. And then you could buy refillables at your local pharmacy or via Amazon. So boom. So one day I just got so tired of it. I said, my nose, even though I wash inside my nose, some people may not, but with the allergies, that's what it led me to doing. Like I had to literally like take the washcloth and wash inside of each nostril, right? Okay, boom. So I'm doing that. I'm still feeling the allergy. That's when I moved forward to get the nasal rinse, right? So what I do is I take warm water, I put one salt packet in the bottle, right? Boom. And I take warm water and put it in there and I rinse one nostril, half of the bottle. I blow to clear the nasal passage and then I use the remaining half on that same nostril to rinse it. Check it, right? Boom. Then I do the other side. Boom. One new packet, fill up the bottle with warm water. Boom. Then I rinse the other side, right? And I empty out half of the bottle, and then I stop, I blow so I could clear out everything. You know, I blow both sides, clear it out. Then I continue on with the remaining half that's a salt water solution that's in the bottle on the same side. When I tell you I've never breathed better, because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the dust. I don't know if it's maybe some pollen or something in the air I'm allergic to, but whatever it is, the filter in my nose and the filter in my tonsils, it can't filter it. Something got to filter the filter. Something has to clean the filter, the salt water. Boom. I put the salt water on it. So first you have to rinse the top, right? I rinse the top, because once you flush the top, it's gonna come into into your tonsils. Then that's when I follow it up. Salt water, right? Boom. Regular table salt. Boom, boom, boom. Right? I go heavy with it. Yeah, I go heavy. I go heavy with it, right? Boom. I do. Because for me, it's really, really bad, right? Coughing and spitting. So I fill it up maybe like to here with warm water, not hot, because you're going to be gargling in the back of your throat. Here's the thing, right? Boom. After I put the warm water in it, I stir it so all the solution can mix together, right? Boom. So once I do that, now I rinse my tonsils out. I rinse the back of the throat. Then I lean to the side. So we can get on this tonsil. On this tonsil, boom. And I repeatedly do that until half of that solution is done. Then I rinse and gargle with just regular clear water. Why? Because as soon as you do that on each side, right, because on each side, you will, once you hit it with that regular water, you're going to feel everything loosen. You're going to feel whatever is remained in there, you're going to feel it loosen. Spit, 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 spit. You're getting it out. Now you can continue on with the remainder of the saline solution to gargle, to rinse the middle and each side of your tonsil, rinse it out. After you do that, you have to follow it up with regular clear water, clear tap water, bottled water, whatever you want, but it has to be regular water. Rinse. In no way should you swallow any of the salt water. No way should you swallow it. It'll make you gain too much weight, send your blood pressure through the roof. It can be bad for you, so don't do that. So I follow it up with just regular water. I rinse it out. After I rinse it out, when I tell you, I don't have any coughing, any spitting. Every now and then I may use an asthma pump or take a breathing treatment. When I tell you, it is every now and then. But the tickling inside the chest, gone. Coughing and spitting, gone. It even got so bad, the mucus was so thick in my throat, to the point where when I try to eat, I'm coughing. It's embarrassed because, you're coughing, you're constantly coughing, and you're thinking like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? Why? It was the allergies once, and I've never needed an asthma pump before or breathing treatment, but it had gotten so bad, the allergic reaction. It had gotten so bad that I had to have it in order to open my airways up to clear my lungs out. Coughing and spitting, coughing and spitting. As soon as I use a salt water rinse, nose and throat, done. It's over. All right. Bye.